So what if the thing you want that isn't here yet isn't a no, but it's just divine timing at play? So my name is Kira Strum. I'm a licensed therapist and spiritual coach. And today I'm going to share what I've learned about divine timing the hard way. So here's what is actually happening. If you have asked for something and it has not shown up yet, the divine is most likely working it out in the background, right? This is where spirit is putting all the pieces together that you just can't see yet. But here's the key. Divine timing doesn't mean sit back and do nothing. It means you trust the when while you handle the what. And so maybe you need to take certain steps first, right? Maybe you need to learn certain lessons or mature emotionally. Maybe you haven't aligned with or embodied the energy of what you want yet. See, the divine handles timing and orchestration. You handle showing up and doing your part. So then it leaves the question, well, how do you work with divine timing? Well, first, it's about getting into the receiving mode. This is where you notice if you're focusing on lack. And if you are, then allow yourself to shift into gratitude for what you do have and what is working. And then it's important to acknowledge your disappointment without spiraling into it, right? This might sound like I'm disappointed it's not here yet, and that's okay. But I choose to trust the divine is working things out for my highest good. See, the receiving mode is all about being in a state of openness and readiness to receive. And that can't happen when you're focused on not having the thing you want. So, second, it's about taking aligned action. This is where you ask yourself, what is mine to do right now? What inner work needs to happen? What practical steps am I being guided to take? Maybe it's healing old wounds. Maybe it's developing a new skill. Maybe it's having a hard conversation or setting a boundary. This is where you show up and do your part to become the version of you who is ready for what you're asking for. And thirdly, it's about letting go of the outcome. Here's the paradox, right? When I make peace with being okay with or without having the thing or the desire, this is typically when the desperation, the neediness, or frustration drops, and that's when things move faster. Not because the divine rewards detachment, but because you're no longer blocking the flow with resistance. And fourth, it's about trusting redirection. Maybe what you want won't actually make you happy. Maybe the divine is redirecting you to something better suited for you, even if it's not what you originally asked for. Like maybe you prayed for a specific person to come back into your life, but the divine knows that the relationship would actually deplete you. So instead of bringing them back, you're redirected towards someone who truly sees and values you, even though it's not who you originally asked for. So working with or adhering to divine timing is really a balancing act, right? It's about noticing your energy, right? Am I in lack or am I in trust? And if you're in lack, then it's about acknowledging your feelings and doing the mindset work. It's about taking aligned action and then getting into the receiving mode. So it's all about trusting the divine and taking the action, not passive waiting. So I hope you found this helpful. And if you want support around putting these steps into practice, feel free to book a session with me. The link is in the bio. Take care.